Welcome to Manchester United Irish Red Devils. Well, good news this morning, double good news. Firstly, after last night's announcement from Romano that here we go, Onana looks like he is signed for Manchester United. Obviously, his contracts have to be signed. The medical has been due this week, and hopefully he's on that plane to America on Wednesday. So great news. Also, Marcus Rashford. His news this morning has broke from Sky Sports that he will sign a new 5-year contract to keep him at the club after he was linked with numerous clubs and he was able to go on a free in the summer if he hadn't signed the contract. So it's very important news on that. Marcus Rashford, keep a hold of him. He was in the form of his life last season. Hopefully he can bring it in this season as well. After Onana, hopefully now we can move on to the most important position, which is getting a number 9. Rasmus Højlund, a player we would love to sign, has huge potential. Loads to learn as well. I like his tenacity. He reminds me of Rooney and Tevez in the way he hunts for the ball. He's huge skills. He's a big guy, a huge talent. Someone that's not going to come in and be straight away scoring goals, but maybe he will. I really like the look of him. Hopefully, I know there was people linked to us during the week. Their representation were here. They've been at Milan. It's the striker from Porto, Mehdi Taremi. I hope I pronounced that right. He's been linked. It's kind of like we used to do in the last couple of years. We get a striker in, probably at an older age, probably not at the same quality Taremi as our Cavani and Ibrahimovic and so on, and Wout Weghorst. But it's kind of like a stopgap. I don't want to see us do a stopgap this time. I want us to see us go after Rasmus Højlund. Get him in. Get this young striker in. If he doesn't hit the ground running, take him out, bring him up again, get him back in again. This guy has huge talent. We've seen what he did last year with Atalanta. If he can replicate that this year with us, I'd be very, very happy. We've huge options out wide. I can see Marcus Rashford obviously being deployed as a striker this year, as well as Martial. So there's room for Rasmus to come in and out of it. So there's huge room to bring him in. Also, we've huge options out wide if we want to bring Marcus Rashford in. We've got Diallo, Garnacho, Sancho, the new young bucks that are coming in that are really showing huge talent on the tour. We've got Hannibal that can play midfield. I've seen him play out wide. I've seen him play as a false 9. So these are players that can really make an impact on the squad. Whether he keeps them, Eric, I'm not sure, or whether he sells them to purchase more quality, ready-made quality for this squad. It will be nice to see him maybe add to more quality to the squad. I think it's needed. I'd like to see us keep Hannibal and Diallo. I think these are probably 2 players that could really add to our squad in the future. And I'd really like us to go after these players. Also, a bit of news was probably Harry Maguire's announcement. It looks like Harry's on his way, let's be honest. I can see the captaincy's gone. He's come out with a great response. Harry's been a good servant for the club. And we were all roaring about him when he was potentially missing and missed the European Cup. It was a huge loss when he was injured, and we wanted him in there. Now, since our style of play has changed, Harry has struggled, let's be honest. And at England, they've a deeper line where he kind of fits in more. He's been mooted about the transfer market. West Ham have kind of put in their interest, but matching his wages is the hardest. Like United, contracts everywhere. We have a lot of fodder that we really need to get rid of. Liverpool are have gone through the Saudi market and they got rid of 2 midfielders and are rumoured to another player we're very interested in. I'd love us to see us get is Amrabat. I hope he doesn't go to Liverpool. This guy could add huge energy to our midfield. With looks like the outgoing Fred. Going to either Saudi or Fulham or another club. He's got another agent. It looks like this. I think Fred is on his way out. I think that deal will be done soon enough, and more money goes into our coppers. And I hope that's for Amrabat. I hope he holds on and doesn't. He can wait until we get some money in, and we can get him in the door. But yeah, so it's all exciting times. So they're the main points. Onana in. Also, probably our second keeper, Heaton's probably on the way out. Once Onana's pen is his ink is dried on the contract, I think Henderson is on his way out, and he will probably go to the rumoured Nottingham Forest for around 20 million. And then we're rumoured to get Suzuki. Whether we keep hold of Heaton, that is the question. To keep an experienced player in the Premier League, to go with Onana and Suzuki, it probably would make sense. But he's been linked to Luton, Everton, and I've heard recently Burnley. So it'll be interesting to see, but I can't see them with Burnley because Burnley have obviously going after the England under-21 keeper. And so I think Heaton, if he goes, he will want to go somewhere where he's number one, or else he would stay with the club that he started with, which is Manchester United. Other news coming in is that there is huge noise about maybe McTominay leaving. I can't see that happen unless we know we're going to get another midfielder. That's it for the Manchester United Irish Red Devils. We will talk to you soon.